That evening, shortly after 7:30 p.m., police arrived at his address to inquire about him. They found his door broken.
Police, anybody here? Show me your hands. So we got a full hallway down here.
It's out to the patio.
Check the patio.
Police department!
Police!
Oh, what you got there, Greg?
Police department!
Aside from the door, there's no other signs of anything?
Yeah. They're supposed to be induced when we check the hospitals.
Yeah, I think they've checked all that.
Nothing else in the apartment seems unusual except for the door, and Savannah's family has been calling all the hospitals in the area, but no one has seen a patient by that name.
When I worked at a hospital, if you're not, if she doesn't put you on an approved list, they're not going to tell you if she's checked in or not.
It's weird that the boyfriend's not answering either, but never mind.
The only possible clue to her father is her boyfriend, Matthew Guetta, who is nowhere to be found.
Sorry, she said he was telling me that the boyfriend's a drug dealer, but he's been assaulted in the past.
He's been in trouble with the law before. But there's a big difference between dealing drugs and murder.
He's a dealer, but they're trying to. His parents have been calling. They called county. They're trying to do a missing person. Now the girl's dad is here, and she's supposed to be induced today. And they've checked all the hospitals. You know what I mean? And no show. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway, like I said, the door's kicked open. It doesn't look like there's no, the apartment's in order. You know what I mean? It's not in shambles or nothing. So it's actually pretty straightened out, pretty squared away. So there's no signs of any struggle or anything there. Everything's neat except for the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If someone left, there would be.
The gun later on already?
No. It looked clean.
Okay, we did a security check for people.
Yeah,
we're not going to look through it.
Nobody looks like they went through drawers. Yeah, the TV's there. Everything that I mean, they even made a nursery for the baby.
Looks nice.
It's kind of... so were they arguing? Were they having an issue or nothing that y'all know of?
He's assaulted in the past.
In the past, no, but I mean, ahorita, right now, there's nothing going on. I mean...
If you would have told me, you know.
Yeah, I know, I get you. That's what I'm saying. Well, it gives us a little feedback of what's going on. I mean, I know that people have their issues on and off, but right now, they were excited to go have the baby, I guess, right?
Savannah and Matthew are excited to bring their child into the world and start a family, but it's clear something's gone wrong, something no one can yet guess at. On Christmas Day, Savannah's family comes to the police department to give more information that might help in the investigation. She and Matthew are still missing.
We are here in search of Savannah. So as we talked about over there, we have our officers conducting welfare checks on the apartment to make sure that, one, we try to find out where Savannah is in the event that she comes back. I need to know, because I've been in contact with a couple of people today. I've been in contact with Matthew's dad, Gabriel Guerra, and he has not received any communications from Matt or Savannah since that Wednesday, Thursday.
Her phone's been dead since.
The day he was reported missing, the 23rd, was a Saturday, but they're not just here to give a timeline. The information detectives have is amazing.
You didn't allow her to have no social media, nothing like that.
I remember back when he heard last Christmas, as a matter of fact, right? Christmas Eve, he beat her up so bad at
Where was this at?
At the apartments off of
Balcony Heights, right?
Yeah, I-10, and then Ring camera across the hall got everything. The cop was there by the time I got there. She was gone. He was gone. They locked him up.
This incident with her boyfriend and the father of her unborn child, Matthew, wasn't the only problem between them.
Want to go through that. So that one time when he really hurt her, we called the cops and everything, and she still went back to him.
He wanted to report his daughter MP1 as missing because he believed that his daughter was in danger. This was because her boyfriend O2 was violent and known to be a drug dealer.
Want to go through that. So that one time when he really hurt her, we called the cops and everything, and she still went back to him. As a matter of fact, as we speak now, they're not supposed to be together.
Right. I noticed that. That was something that was going to bring y'all's attention. So I noticed there was an past arrest on September 27th for assault BI against Savannah, and I saw that there was condition of bonds, no contact, right? No communication, no harassing, something like that.
September 27th of this year?
I believe that's where, and that might have been an update on there, but that's what the record check showed. So does that sound consistent?
Why? I haven't heard that he's hurt her before, after that.
Would she purposefully conceal that information from you guys?
Yes.
So it's not uncommon for her to be assaulted and then not say anything.
So Matthew and Savannah weren't supposed to be around each other, and now they're both missing. Detectives also spoke to Matt's father.
The conditions of bond, but he admitted, he said, yes, my son, I know he's gotten physical with her, and he tells her, he has told his son, Matt, hey man, you got to walk the fine line because you're all over the place. According to Dad, he had kicked him out at 18 because he was out of control. I think in this instance, right, as far as everything that we have so far, that I believe that Matt does have a part to play in this. Right? Here's the problem that we're facing. What offense do we have? What concrete offense do we have? In other words, do we have somebody that witnessed an assault that took place that night? No. Do we have surveillance footage? Not yet.
Not yet.
Right. So if that does come to light, that is concrete. I can tell you right now, if I get that information and I see him beating on her, I'm going to walk a warrant right then and there. And I'm going to broadcast it, everything else.
Without this evidence, they have no accident circumstances. They need to search the apartment thoroughly, especially for another reason that they now know.
The person who kicked the door open was Matt's dad. He originally, and this is what he told me on the phone, and he told me he did that because he was trying to get a hold of Savannah and Matt. He was worried. Now, again, I asked him, would you normally do that under certain circumstances? Again, it's not my job to start pointing fingers and saying, hey, that doesn't sound right or not. That doesn't add up. But according to him, he said, hey, listen, Savannah was supposed to deliver that baby. I guess the baby is named Fabian. And, that didn't happen. I said, I want to know what happened to her. Is she okay? And so he kicked the door. There was some confusion because initially when all this started happening, there was talk about the door and, hey, was there some type of kidnapping, right? Was there some type of people getting tied up? Because normally when you have...
Even the kicked-in door, the detectives have to consider that this missing persons case might be a domestic and that is their prime suspect.